someone was able to ask God to mold the greatest prize fighter that you can possibly mold, it would be Sugar Ray Robinson.
My name is Sugar Ray Robinson. It wasn't always Sugar Ray Robinson. I was born Walker Smith, May 3rd, 1921.
He got into boxing at the Salem Crescent Athletic Club with George Gainford as the trainer. But first he just made the trips with the boxers. And one night he was on a trip and they needed another fighter. So George Gainford would have all these cards for all his fighters, and he took a card out, and the card's name was Ray Robinson, who was really another fighter. And he gave the card to the guy we now call Ray, whose real name was Walker Smith.
One of the newspaper men remarked to George Gainford, my manager, that I was the sweet fighter. And George replied, sweet as sugar. And since that time, Sugar Ray Robinson has been added.
His official amateur record is 85 straight wins, 69 knockouts, 40 in the first round. To the Golden Gloves in 1939 as a 126-pound featherweight, winning that title. The following year, he repeated winning a gloves title, but in the lightweight division, under 35 pounds. And shortly thereafter turned pro.
For the third time.
I say I'm the greatest heavyweight of all time, but pound for pound, I still say Sugar Ray Robinson was the greatest of all time.
There was once a boxer who danced in the ring. A boxer called Sugar Ray Robinson.
When he won the world middleweight title 5 times.
Greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived.
That man was beautiful. Timing, speed, reflexes, rhythms, body, everything was beautiful.
The guy had over 200 fights, was for 25 years.
109 of these by knockout.
From the time he lost the first fight to LaMotta in 1943 to 1951, that 8-year time span, he went undefeated in 93 professional fights. And in order to get opponents, he would go into the next division. And one of the fighters he faced was the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta.
Sugar Ray won in 10 rounds.
He was offered a rematch with LaMotta in Detroit. LaMotta upset Robinson. Now keep in mind, LaMotta might have had 19 pounds on him. Well, naturally, he wanted a rematch. 2 weeks after fighting LaMotta, he beats Jackie Wilson. 1 week after the Wilson fight, he fights LaMotta again and defeats LaMotta.
The night before the fight with him, I dreamed in my sleep that I knocked him out and he died in the ring. And I got up that morning and I told the commission that I wasn't going to fight.
He knocked Doyle out and Doyle died.
His mother was convinced for the rest of her life that this had a profound impact on him as a fighter.
I think he came out of it really disliking it, knowing he was a genius at it, but not getting any pleasure out of it.
You give me the impression that you rather enjoy your work, is that right?
No, just the opposite, Ed. I've never enjoyed boxing. It's just a business with me, and I guess I know I've never enjoyed it. I've gone into show business because dancing is something I've always loved.
And I guess I'd better introduce it by just saying, the champ. Hi, Judy. Hi, Sugar. How are you? Crazy. Now listen, Sugar. What's the most important thing a boxer's got to have?
Rhythm, man, rhythm.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Who is the toughest guy you ever met so far?
The toughest fight I had out of the ring was when my mother found out that I was fighting.